The Northside School Museum is a place to step back in time, a place to collect, preserve, and share the district's history. It's located in the original Leon Valley Elementary School building at the corner of Grissom and Bandera Road. The idea for a school museum began around the 50th anniversary of Northside in 1999, when the first written history of the district was produced. From just a few members in the early days, the Museum Association has now grown to include over 100 members.
I think all of us feel a real passion for this institution and for our goal that we have in mind of collecting and preserving and sharing it, because we believe so strongly in the standards, the quality of education in this district, and the surroundings that children grow up in and have grown up in for 100 years in this area of the county. And we want children to really learn to appreciate their past and learn about some of those pioneers that took it upon themselves to set up a school for their children and the neighbors' children. And so those will be lost forever if we do not preserve that information and share it with children.
Back in the old days, when all
A focal point inside the museum building is the Pioneer Wall, a permanent exhibit that honors the 12 rural schools that consolidated to form Northside ISD in 1949. An interactive map and photos tell the story of the earliest schools. Museum Association members believe that everyone who has lived, worked, or attended school in Northside is a part of its history, with a story to tell and perhaps even artifacts to donate.
Word has spread. We have certainly encouraged former students, former employees, people in the community to come to visit the museum, look to see what we're trying to do, and if they have anything in their garage or their attic or their bureau drawers or wherever that they think would be of interest, that would reflect something about the history of Northside School District, to please share it with us.
Some of the items housed at the museum include a collection of yearbooks, an early Letterman jacket and cheerleader outfit, sports trophies, and even student report cards from the early 1900s. The museum's Oral History Committee has also collected more than 75 interviews with former district leaders, employees, and community members. Recording the stories of Northside's past ensures that this rich history won't be forgotten or lost to future generations. The growing museum collection must be preserved and stored properly and organized in a way that is accessible to anyone seeking information. Members are digitizing and cataloging thousands of photos, newspaper clippings, and programs. There are too many items to display them all at once, but exhibits are created to share memorabilia with the public. While sharing is an important part of the museum's mission, members emphasize the importance of also teaching others, especially school children, what they have learned about the district's history.
Sharing, of course, is a big part of what we want to do. We want to share our traveling trunks that we have developed. We want to share the items that we have, and so we're hoping to do that in a number of ways, by bringing school children in to see our exhibit and sharing with them, going into the classroom and meeting with the children to talk about some of the items that we would bring in for them to learn more about the history of Northside.
4 of the great leaders.
Rotating exhibits include topics like African American History Month, immigration, and Veterans Day. The museum also hosts a Veterans Day ceremony each year. The Museum Association is comprised of all volunteers with no dues or membership fees. Their efforts are funded through grants, donations, and fundraising activities like sales of Northside Fiesta medals and Northside historical cookbooks. The group produces the In Touch newsletter twice a year for all retired employees and hosts a retiree luncheon once a year. Attendance at the luncheon continues to grow, but there's always room for more. Anyone is invited to join the Museum Association. Members meet at 10 a.m. on the second Wednesday of every month from September through May.
We think this is a wonderful place to celebrate the past of Northside School District, and we know that we have greater things to look forward to in the expansion and development of this museum. It's still in its very young stages, and we continue to want to improve it and look for ways to do that, and we invite participation of people to help us in that.
As Northside ISD continues to make history each day, the Museum Association looks to the future and their role in honoring the district's past. For more information on joining the Museum Association, call 210-397-8599.